Alrighty, so in this video, I kind of want to go ahead and start doing a little bit of profiling to kind of see where we are at performance-wise with our zombies. So what I've done is here I have a total of 60 zombies placed right here, and here's our player start. And I just kind of want to see, what's our performance like. So first thing, let's set the max FPS to 300, and I'm just gonna, because I want to focus on the actual game thread just to get an idea in the editor, I'm going to set the scalability to low. So to begin, let's go ahead and just simply press play. And we are at about 60 FPS. So let's check. So stat unit. So we are averaging around, let's see, we're at about high 40, so around 50. So we're at about 20 milliseconds. And if we look at the game thread, we can see much of that is the tick time. So that could mean a few things. So right now, the character movement component alone is taking up about 4.2 milliseconds. We have blueprint tick time taking up about 1.3. And yeah, so same thing with the rest of moving our components. So we have, a pretty high, what do you call it, frame time overall. So we want to go ahead and see, what all is taking up, most of that time. So let me just remove that because it's kind of, ugly and in the way. So what we want to do is come down here to trace, and we want to open up our Unreal Insights session browser. So we're going to get that open, and I'm going to move it, and I can just leave it here for now, and then just simply close the editor. So from here, we want to go ahead and right click on our U project, make sure Auto Connect is enabled, and launch the game. I'm actually going to move this to another monitor for the time being. So I just want to launch the game, and it should automatically start recording a trace, which as I'm looking at it, it is. So let's wait for this to load. And I'm going to run around for about 10 seconds or so. So we have all the zombies. So 1 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. So about here. So we have a little bit over 10 seconds or so. And I'm just going to double click to open it up, and let's see what's taking up, all of our tick time. So first thing, because I primarily care about the game thread, I'm not too worried about anything else. So I'm just going to only enable the game thread for now. And just let's start zooming in. Okay. So most of these are going to be, they're looking like they're between 15 and 16 milliseconds. So that's good. We have a high frame here at 18, so a little bit of a spike. So, but on average, we have around the 14 or so. So I'm going to just look at this guy here. So this frame specifically took 18.5 milliseconds. So let's see what all is involved here. So obviously we have our tick, and the first section is our AI controller. So let's see just how long our AI controller basically took up. So that's going to be from about here to around here. So our AI controller alone took up 2.2 milliseconds. And I already know what this is primarily about. I believe it is the tick that is trying to get the closest player. Could be wrong. I don't entirely know why it's doing stuff with the collision cylinder and the character mesh. So that is a little odd to me. But next up, we have the character movement component. So this is the movement component itself. And that is all the way up to here. So our character movement component on this frame took up about 5.2 milliseconds in total. So we'll have to see what we can do there. The character mesh. So you can see once it loads the mesh in and starts ticking it, well, into the cache and starts ticking it, it gets a lot faster. But these are the animations. So this here is, you can see our anim BP. We're going through and basically ticking the mesh for the animation. So let's see how long this is taking, as we go all the way to right here. So from there to here, so it's kind of hard to see my line. So about there. So we're taking, spending about 1.4 milliseconds overall on the animation side of things, which is not bad at all. Obviously, we can actually do a good bit to really improve this, but we'll cover that in a future video. And then we have just the normal ticking of the character mesh. Now, when we do our optimization for this animation side of things, we are actually going to be optimizing both the animation side and the character mesh ticking side. So in total, it is going to be just in general quite a bit shorter. Not sure what the gap is for, but there was probably something there at some point. So we're going to start from here. And this is going to go all the way to there. So in total, basically for the character mesh, we're spending about another 4 milliseconds. And that's something we can do quite a bit to actually optimize. Then we have our state tree, which is really quite fast. And I'm honestly not really worried about it. So that takes up just under half a millisecond. So I'm not too worried. So where we can start is kind of just more or less, I guess you could say, piece by piece. So we're going to focus on individual sections and what we can do to actually go through and optimize them. So the first thing that I want to start on was going to be this here player controller. So that's where we're going to start in the next video. So I will see you then. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.